What's up, everybody? It's your girl Keyshia Miller, and I am back up in this thing like I ain't never left.
Nah, but for real though, I know some of you guys probably hate my guts by now.
Like, I haven't posted in, I think it's been over a year actually that I haven't posted a video or been on YouTube, which is really, really bad. But honestly, you guys have every right to hate me, every right to be mad, every right to unsubscribe to my channel. But honestly, I have good reason for not being on YouTube and not posting videos. Like, I've just been experiencing a lot lately. I'm not going to talk much about it because I don't want anybody to feel like I'm coming back to YouTube or making videos to beg anybody for pity, because that's not what I'm trying to do, you know? But yeah, just to shed a little bit of light on my situation, I've just been experiencing a lot of personal stuff, a lot of things that has to do with personal issues, work, school, stuff like that, you know. And that's actually part of the reason why I'm making this video. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be speaking about my personal post-secondary experience. So, you know, it's about to be a good one. But before I get into that, I do want to say welcome back to all of my subscribers, and welcome to everybody who I've seen has been subscribing to me lately. What is good with y'all? Thank you guys, all of you guys who are watching this right now, because y'all are just the realest. Because if you could come back a year later and still watch my videos, you're just the illest. Like, you're just the illest. There's nothing else to say. But yeah, though, as you can see, I got some coconut trees in the background reflecting off my glass. I am here in Jamaica, you know, so that's my place. But yes, I'm out here, needed a vacation, and that's probably where I got the motivation and the encouragement to even make this video right now, because honestly, it's been that bad. Like, it's honestly been that bad. But again, we're gonna save that for another video. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is just talking about my personal experiences in post-secondary school, and then I'm going to be giving some tips about it, because a lot of younger people that I grew up around, they always come to me and they always ask me, like, what is it like being in university? What can I expect? What are some tips that you can give me? So I'm just going to make a video for them, as well as anybody else who needs some light shed on that topic. Because I noticed that on YouTube, a lot of people make videos about post-secondary school, but it's more on the college side of things. Nobody really talks about what it's like to be in university, and it is kind of different. The experiences are kind of the same, but y'all know that college is more hands-on, where university is more intellect, pretty much. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Okay, so first year, honestly, for me, it was not the nicest. I have to be honest with you guys, it was not the nicest. I didn't really want to be there. I think that there were two reasons why I didn't want to be there, actually. One of them was minor, but one of them was a larger issue. The minor thing was that I had just come back from my vacation at the time, September 2015. And, you know, whenever you're on vacation, your mind is just free, you know. You just feel like a bird, like you just feel so free. And then you come back and then you're just set on this routine. You feel like you're in bondage. And I did not like that, especially coming out of high school and going into the university environment. It was too much, and that was the larger issue for me. Like, it wasn't something that I was expecting. I didn't expect for it to be so intense. Like, I expected it to be intense, but not as intense as it actually was. So that really held me back in my first year. Didn't want to be there. it was always a battle between me and my mom because, you know, she's all books, 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 and I'm like, I want to go back to freaking Jamaica. Like that's where I want to be right now. But it was hard. Like, it was hard to adapt to university in that first year. You feel like everybody who's there is just so smart and so, you know, like they know more than you, especially if you're somebody like me. I'm not really talkative. I'm more on the shy side. So when I was in class during that first year, and I'm really reserved. So when I was in class during that first year, like, even during discussions, I would just sit back and listen to people, and they talk and they speak with such vocabulary that it's like, wow. Like, I don't even know half these words that they're using, and you're going to feel like that in your first year, especially if you're not prepared that kind of way. Yeah. So yeah, because I wasn't really much of a talkative person in my first year, I'm still not a talkative person, but because that's the type of person that I am, it was hard for me to speak in class and to speak to people in my classes. So I was always just quiet, and I always used to think to myself, like, why am I even here? Like, I did not want to be there, because like I just felt like the vibe was so different than the type of personality that I had. So again, it was a very bad experience. I even ended up dropping out of one of my classes because I just wasn't feeling it. Like, first year, I'm telling you, first year might be a terrible one for you, so brace yourselves. Like, but after that, it does get a little bit easier, because in second year for me, it was a little bit better. I did adapt a little bit more. I was a little bit more comfortable, but I was still reserved. I was still shy, still not very talkative. Still me, but you know, in terms of work, I was keeping up with it a little bit better than I was in my first year. And it's going to be like that in third year. Even now, knowing that I'm going into fourth year, it's like I'm prepared for it. Even though I am experiencing a lot of stuff right now, I'm prepared for it, and I feel like I'm going to get even better grades than I've gotten the past years that I've been in university. So it does get easier. Don't let my first year story scare you. It does get easier. And you know, as the years are going by and as you're going up in the years, you're going to find that a lot of the people who sounded so smart in first year, they actually don't even make any sense. Sometimes you're sitting in class and you're listening to them and you're like, and you realize that they're literally talking themselves in circles. They're just repeating themselves, and they're trying to elaborate, and they're just saying the same thing that they said just a while ago in other words. Or if they're asking a question, they're asking a question that the professor already answered. Like, because it's so funny, because in the first year you're thinking, oh my gosh, they're so smart, and then you realize that they're really not as smart as you think that they are. You guys are pretty much all on the same level, you know what I'm saying? So don't even worry about all of that. Like, that's just how it feels in the first year. But yeah, second year was a little bit better. Third year was a little bit better, and I know fourth year is gonna be a lot better, especially because I'm gonna be out of there. I can't stand that damn place. But yeah, it wasn't really the best experience in my first year. So expect for it not to be the best experience of your first year, and that is the first tip that I gotta give y'all. Do not expect for it to be all sunshine and roses. Do not expect to just jump from grade 12 into first year and expect for you to just get everything down pat. It's not gonna be like that. It's really not. It's going to take a lot to be prepared for it. It's going to take a lot. You have to really be headstrong and steadfast to say, okay, this is what I'm here for. This is what I'm going to do. If that's not where you're at right now mentally, you're going to have issues with being there, especially in your first year. The second tip that I have to give you is make friends, okay? Because when you're there in your first year, if you're there by yourself and you don't talk to nobody, you're going to feel alone. You're going to feel like you're there alone. You're going to feel like you don't want to be there, like how I felt. I didn't again, I wasn't a talkative person, or wasn't really outgoing like that, so I was really to myself. I still am, but I've gotten more comfortable with being that way along the years. So yeah, if you can make friends during that first year, do so. Do so. It's a good thing, you know. But yeah, tip number 3. I found that this tip has actually helped so much. It's helped me save so much money, and so many people who I've told this tip to have thanked me for telling them this tip, and I bet you're going to find it so useful as well. It's actually to not go to your bookstore if you do not have to. Okay, let me break it down for you. Okay, so what you're going to do is get you a library card. I'm sure everybody knows what that is. Everybody knows how to use one. Everybody knows where to get one. Get you a library card. What you're going to do is, when you get that book list from your professor, you're going to go on that library website. You're going to search for each of those books and put them on hold. That's what you're going to do. Don't do it all at the same time. Like, say if one of the books on your reading list isn't supposed to be read until January, wait till like December to get that. But like, say September, October, see if you could get those books to be held, and then get them from the library. If you do not find them from the library, which majority of them will be there, try to find them at your nearest bookstore. And if not, your last resort should be to go to your campus bookstore, because believe me, they're going to have some high ass prices on that shit, and you know, you gotta save money, because you're going to find that you're spending.
You don't want that. You need $1 to be saved into your pocket, so you can't be giving all that shit to the government. No, that's not how it works. So
get you a library card. You're going to find it useful. Thank me for this tip, because it's going to be very useful for you. Tip number 4. When you're in your first year, do not take a full course load. This is part of the reason why I ended up dropping one of my courses. It is hard to manage a full course load. For me, for my program, I need 120 credits within my 4 years. So that would make 30 credits a full course load. Do not take 30 credits as a full course load. It's better to take, like, say 24, just so that you can see whether or not you can manage that amount. And you know, in your second year, once you feel more comfortable and you know, you feel like you can manage it better, then you can up the scales, and you can maybe do 30 if you can manage it, or you could do 28, whatever the case may be. 27, I meant to say. But yeah, tip number 5. Remember about tip number 4? Tip number 5. When you hear your other classmates speaking during discussions or whatever the case may be, if you have a question or you have a comment to make, do not be like me and just sit there and act like Silent Sam. Speak. Because majority of the time when you're sitting there thinking, damn, that person's smart, they dumb as okay, they don't know much more than you know. So if you have something in your mind and you're sitting like, why? That's something I gonna sound stupid if me say it. Don't think like that. Just say what you need to say, because guess what? Even if what you're saying is stupid, you're still getting marks for it, because they give you participation marks in university. I think that in college it's attendance, but in university, if you speak during discussion, you get marks, and that's why I lose out sometimes, because I don't really speak in class. So speak. If you have questions, spit them out, you know what I'm saying? Make the professor answer. Don't even business about everybody else who's sitting there in the classroom. And I know I should take my own advice, but you guys need to follow what I'm saying. Like, don't do as I do. Listen to what I say, okay? I learned that at work. Tip number 6. Make sure that you keep an agenda, or you keep some type of schedule. You see, because there's so much work to be kept up with, and a lot of readings and stuff like that to be kept up with, you'll find that it will pile up on you until you feel like you're just going crazy. Like you're literally gonna start feeling like that if you don't plan and schedule properly. So even if you have like a book, I have an agenda book where I update it every week or every month. I'll write out a whole month's worth of work, and it really does help, because when you are able to prioritize your work, and you say, okay, Monday I have class, and then I'll do some homework after, Tuesday, whatever the case may be, and then later on at the weekend you can do your leisure stuff. You can hang out with your friends, you make sure that you put in your days for work and all of that type of stuff. Yeah, it really does help to have an agenda, so use one. It's there, so use it. It really does help to manage your time. It really does. Tip number 7, if you can, bring some of your foods from outside or from home or whatever the case may be. Do so, because campus food is highly expensive. Like for a poutine, regular poutine, you can get it for like $3-4. Like you see on my campus, it's like $8-9 for a poutine. So you, as I said, to keep $1 in your pocket, try to bring stuff from home or bring stuff from outside that are on the cheaper side, because like you're going to find, if you want to save money, you're going to be buying pizza every damn day of your life, and you're just gonna get Clyde a freaking pizza, and you're just gonna feel like you don't want to eat shit. So bring stuff from outside. Bring stuff from outside, so that you don't have to constantly feed on pizza and spend up your money the few days that you don't feel for pizza. Like it really just gets annoying. They don't have a large variety, so it's better to bring stuff from home. Yeah. Tip number 8. Please, this can be related back to, I think it was tip number 4 or 5. It can be related back to this, the whole, or was it 6? I don't remember. But it can be related back to the whole time management thing. Please, give yourself leisure time. Do not make everything be about school or be about work, because you're going to find that you're just going to become this miserable, depressed, stressed out person. Don't do that to yourself. Don't set yourself up a way where you find that you're doing schoolwork every day of your damn life. You're going to be miserable. It's just bound to happen. You have to make sure that you have time for yourself to do the things that you enjoy. You have to make sure that you find time to hang out with your friends. Like, I don't even really have friends anymore. Like, I really don't have friends anymore. I don't really talk to people but my boyfriend. Like, to say that there's somebody that I talk to constantly, nobody but my boyfriend. I don't really have friends anymore, which kind of does suck, but at the same time, I'm kind of happy about it. I don't know. But yeah, make sure that you have time to do stuff of your own leisure. Like, even with me, like, I find that I don't even have time to do stuff that I enjoy anymore. I don't really write music no more. I don't really do this. I don't really do that. Even this whole YouTube thing, like, I stopped. And it wasn't even something that happened on purpose. It just happened, So you have to make sure that you have leisure time, have time for yourself. It's a must. It's a must. It's just a must. You can't go around it. It's a must. But yeah, those are all the tips that I have for you guys today. If anything else comes to mind, I could always make another video, or I can always leave a comment down below. But if any of you guys know what I'm talking about or want to elaborate, feel free to leave your comments in the comment section down below. Let's have a conversation, like, for real. If you don't know what I'm speaking about, whatever it is that you want to say, just drop it in the comment section down below. I will feel free to start a conversation with you guys. If anything, you don't want to comment or you have something to ask me personally, all of my social medias and any way that you can reach me is going to be in the description down below. Follow/add me, whatever the case may be. Let's have a conversation. Let's do this, But yes, I'm going to go enjoy me place, me I gonna enjoy my place, you know. So you know we're gonna cut this video right here. Thank you guys for tuning in, and remember to tune in whenever you guys see a little notification coming about my videos. I'm really trying to get back into it, and this time really and truly not fall off. Like, I'm really not trying to do that again. Not to you guys, not to myself. This is something that I really enjoy doing, so I'm really trying to keep up with it. Let's see how it all goes. Y'all know the drill. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.